The use of search folders is a very useful tool to use to find things to and from specific people on certain dates with certain terms in the body of the email. You can use different search parameters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find all of the messages to and from Avis Cherry. So I'm going to change the ribbon. This is the ribbon on your newer versions of Outlook. And I'm going to go to the folder and notice that when I go there, it changes the content of the ribbon. And now I have something related to folders. And I'm going to create a new search folder. And I'm going to do mail to and from specific people. And I'm going to choose. And I'm going to go to, I have different address lists. It's a way to keep track of people from different sources. So Avis should be in this list called contacts. Whoop, I gotta spell her name right too. There she is, and that's the email address that she's been using to communicate with me. So I'm gonna put that in here, to and from, and I say okay, and that's all I need to know. I could use some other parameters, but that's the only parameter I'm going to use. So I'm going to say okay. And then it's just going to fill up that search folder with all the messages from Avis. So this is a way that you can find all of the messages to and from a specific person or a specific subject. You can do all sorts of searches. And I have a lot of different search folders down here. So you can go to these search folders and look up stuff. You don't have to delete them. But it doesn't change the content or where the stuff is located. It's still in the original folder. I'm going to create another search folder because it's very useful to know how much unread mail I have and where it's located. So I'm going to create a search folder. And this is going to be unread mail. Notice it's right at the top because it's a very important folder to have. So I'm going to create an unread folder. And it's going to create this folder for unread mail. And since I want to do this very frequently, I'm going to take this folder, unread mail, and put it into favorites. I'm going to put it right up here under junk mail. So now I have a folder, a copy of the folder. The folder is actually down here alphabetically in the S's. You know, all your main folders are alphabetical. But now I have it up here, and I can see it no matter what other folder I'm looking at in my email. I can find that, and I can go to unread messages, and now I have this, and I can organize this by folder. Okay, that's kind of useful too because when I get messages every day from this source, for example, this is just a notice of everything that's going on with our cloud. Our Coldwell Banker Cloud sends out messages of what's going on, and these are actually reports of what's going on with our bank of computers. We have two banks of computers. One is in Sacramento and one is in Reno. And I don't want to read all this stuff. You know, it's just these daily reports. So I can right-click on the header of this and just come up here and say mark it as read. And now I've still got all the information, but now I don't have to pay any attention to it. I don't have to read it. I've dealt with it. It was very easy. I can also search in here for other, so I can go through my unread messages and go through by category. You know, so I can look up to see who I got important messages from. Watch notices. This is where I keep all of the carbon copies of notices I'm sending out to clients as far as home searches are concerned. So that's useful to go through too. But you don't, maybe every day you don't want to read that, but it's always there because it goes into this folder. I can mark that as read, and now I've dealt with it.